Hi there, Robert Banks, co-founder BuildDirect. Going to talk about vinyl flooring today, specifically vinyl click-lock flooring. Vinyl flooring used to be an alternative, a really inexpensive alternative in wartime for people to use and lay down in their flooring. It didn't look so good, and it just was purely a budget floor. Today, with the innovations and the different designs that you have, this is no longer a budget floor. There's so many different options you can use, and it's actually a legitimate alternative to a hardwood or a laminate floor today. So let's talk about a few of the features and benefits of a luxury vinyl tile or luxury vinyl plank. Beautiful product, really durable, and it's waterproof, so you can put this in places you couldn't put a hardwood or a laminate floor. So very versatile floor. Easy to maintain, and most importantly for this video, being an installation video, is that it's really easy to install. So first things first, we're installing this product today on a table. Typically you wouldn't install it on a table, but we're gonna hit all the major principles because it's a really easy floor to install. If you have any special situations, your cuts or navigating around a solid structure, we have a great laminate installation video that you can check out for some of those other details. Okay, let's get started. Before we actually start to install the floor, let's just take a moment to look at a few planks installed. Look at the amazing installation job I've done here. But seriously, look how great it looks, and it'll look like this in your home as well. But if you're not installing on a table like I'm doing today, there's a couple of things you're going to need to do before you actually start to click the planks down on your floor. So subfloor preparation, okay, that's getting your job site ready before you start to install planks. Just make sure that the surface that you're going to be installing this on, traditionally concrete, is really smooth and clear of any deficiencies. If there's bumps or a pebble or other debris laying around, it will show through on a luxury vinyl tile floor. Underlayment. Underlayment is something that you would typically roll out in a floating floor application if you're installing laminate or engineered or any other type of floor that you'd be floating. Click-lock luxury vinyl tile, you do not use an underlayment. So the total cost of ownership is lower for this product because you don't need to buy an expensive underlayment. You need a moisture barrier, which is essentially a sheet of plastic that you roll out on top of your concrete subfloor, but that's all you need. Okay, so you've done your subfloor site prep. Now you're going to lay out the planks. So we grab our box. Here's an example of what it might look like when it arrives. You're going to lay your planks all out in the room and get a visual inspection of the planks. Luxury vinyl tile can have repeats in it, right? Depending on who you've bought it from and how the manufacturer makes it, they might be a repeat every 4th board, there might be a repeat every 12th board or something like that. So what you do is you do a visual inspection and you lay it out. You do a dry run of your room so you get a full look to make sure that everything looks good and you don't have two planks that look exactly the same side by side. So now you've got an idea of where all the planks are going to go and you feel good about the visual look of the room. Now you want to make sure your measurements are proper. So you're going to do the dry run and you're going to see if you have to rip a board. Ripping a board or ripping a luxury vinyl plank means you might have to cut it down the middle so that you don't end up installing across the room and you end up having just a little tiny left of the final board to do your final row. So it's just a common exercise to do a dry run, do a visual look, and see if you're going to have to do any pre-cuts before you start the install. Okay, 2 additional tips. When you're installing the product, remember, walls aren't always straight, especially in a renovation in an older complex. So drop a chalk line and make sure that first set of boards are all straight. The other tip is don't butt the product up against anything. Something that's not going to move, you want this product to be able to move a little bit. So you need about 1/8 of an inch away from any solid structure. So let's get rid of this box and let's start to install the product. So again, you've seen a few planks here and you can see, again, it's on a table, so give me a little bit of leeway here, but they're staggered, right? The boards are staggered. You're not going to put them directly side by side. Why? Because it looks better when you stagger boards. You stagger boards because this product Again, we're trying to make this look like real hardwood, so once it's installed, people will believe, wow, that's a beautiful install and it looks like real hardwood. And real hardwood comes in random lengths and is staggered. So staggering the boards gives it a great visual look. Okay, so before we click the product together, we want to make sure we have the right tools handy. And for this product, we don't need a lot of tools actually. You got a tape measure, you got a ruler, you need an X-Acto knife. That's all you need. So we're going to cut boards to length, and actually I'm going to score one here and show you how we do that. Nice quick process here. We score the board, score it again, and boom, good to go. Okay, so we've done our cut. We're ready to start putting these things together. So here's a little example. I'm going to use a small piece just so you can get the concept of dropping in, coming in at a 45-degree angle. Put a little bit of pressure there, pop it down. Goes together really quick and easy. You want to make sure that this is a tight seam, but it goes together real fast, no problem. If there's a little bit of bowing or if it's sticking up a little bit, don't worry, because your next plank's going to come into that one. So I'm going to show you here. Let me do a full plank. All right, you just line it up. You're going to stagger your boards the way that you want it to. Okay, make sure that's in there nice and tight, a little bit of pressure. You're good to go. Nice tight seam, ready to put in the next one. Stagger your board and keep on going. All right then, let's put the rest of the planks together and finish up this beautiful table install. Okay, that's essentially us. We're done. We have our beautiful installed floor, and you're well on your way to having that installed in your home as well. Follow these tips, and I think you're going to have a great install. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be great. And otherwise, if you have any questions on flooring in general or vinyl tile or whatever it might be, please visit us at BuildDirect.com. I'm Robert Banks, co-founder of BuildDirect. Have a great day.